Good morning, everyone. I'm Sebastian Purcell from The Art of the Bubble, and today I'm going to talk about Crabata and cross-chain capital and their hunt protocol. This is the Moonshot Report. Okay, so maybe you've heard about these sort of things before, maybe not, but Crabata is one of these NFT play-to-earn games, and it's a pretty fun little artwork here that we've got going on. And there are kind of two different ways that you can make money. You can basically mine stuff, or you can loot other stuff. And there's some other things you can do in the game. I mean, there are really four actions, but these are the two that primarily focus on helping you earn money. Right now, fine, it's a play to earn game. I'm not convinced that play to earn games aren't Ponzi schemes. Incidentally, I don't know quite where the money's coming from for them, but for this analysis, because this is more like a moonshot flip idea, I'm going to put that off to the side. The target goal here is to make something like, let's see if you can't make 100% return in a relatively short period of time with your investment. Okay, that's the idea that's at stake here. And so a game like this looks pretty cool. And what Cross-Chain Capital is doing here is, if you click on it, right, you can connect a wallet and understand and continue, and you have to get all of this stuff. So CCC is on AVAX. You can go to Trader Joe's. That's right, and connect your wallet and buy it. Okay, that's how you get it. What is cross-chain capital itself? Cross-chain capital is a decentralized investment fund. Well, a little bit like the DAO that I'm forming, except the DAO that I'm forming has a legal entity that is a venture, or that is an investment club. So this thing is not that. I don't know how CCC will work out long term as compliance goes. Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but that's that's not their approach. They're just saying, screw the compliance, we're running ahead and we're doing our own thing. That's why the founders aren't doxxed, as far as I know. Because they don't want people to go after them, right? They're just innovating in the space, like most people in, I would say, most cryptocurrency founders are kind of like running way ahead of, they don't care about the legal norms. They're doing different things, right? So this is where they are. It's not illegal to own this stuff. If anything, it would be a fault on their part with compliance. It wouldn't be a fault on your part. So you don't have to worry about any of that, right? And who knows how the legal stuff is going to turn out. What they're doing is they began as like an ohm fork sort of organization, and then when all of that stuff started failing, they pivoted to just being a generalized decentralized investment fund. And one of the things that they're doing is they're playing this game, and they're making a ton of money on it. The way they're doing that is they have a team that automates the mining of stuff in this game, and they're earning about 2% a day. Now, that's pretty cool. One of the problems with this is that most people can't go in there, and even if you could program all this stuff, you're not going to be able to afford the team that's necessary to do all the mining for this. Like the little NFTs and whatever it's going to take to put this together is going to cost a lot of money. And that is why the Hunt protocol exists. CCC is offering the Hunt protocol as a way to sort of fractionalize out how much each one of these things costs, right? And you can follow it here. Obviously, you can follow CCC. You can go to Cross-Chain Capital, go to their Medium page and follow them, or you can actually go to their web page, or you can find them on Twitter, or heck, you could just follow me on Twitter at LSPurcell. Okay. Anyway, you'll get updates about this stuff. This is still forthcoming, and it's an interesting proposal. It does make sense. It is not an ERC20 token. They're offering it as an NFT. The reason they're doing that is because they don't want to have dilution of coins, right? They want to provide you with access to this game without offering coin dilution, like without having this coin dilution problem where they issue a bunch of coins and then everyone starts selling them as soon as they start earning profit, and that depletes out the holdings of other people. Instead, if they enable you to, have fractionalized ownership of the game through a yield-bearing NFT, that's what they're doing. It's going to be a yield-bearing NFT. People are incentivized to hold on for a long time and make money, right? And this is where they have their claims of 2% a day yield-bearing asset, which would be a lot of money for sure, right? That's going to be a lot of money really fast. You just put that into a compound interest calculator. Compound, see, I check this thing a lot, but say you put in $10,000 because that's a round number, and we're doing days, but for compounding purposes, 30 units, right? That's really what we're thinking, and our interest rate is 2%, right? And so that turns your 10,000 into 18,000, right? In about a month, and then you get some crazy stuff in here, right? In 2 months. So you can kind of see how that works. So this is not years to grow, right? It's units. Right? That's how I'm presenting it to you. So you can see how fast this would grow, and that's why I do think this whole proposal. And by the way, these are the yield-bearing NFTs. It's what they look like. I do think the proposal is a sort of a moonshot. It would be cool. The game is kind of cute. The art is good. I like the art and that sort of stuff. And we have some really interesting little guys here. But that's mostly not why I'm interested in it. The reason I'm interested in it is because, just owning, buying into the Hunt protocol to play the game would make a lot of sense, right? The best way that you can participate right now in any of this is you can just go buy some of the cross-chain capital coin. Like I said here on Trader Joe's, you'll need to connect your wallet. You'll need to make sure you're on the AVAX smart chain, right? And if you don't know how to add AVAX to MetaMask wallet, you can always Google that. You Google through everything, right? So how do I add Avalanche to MetaMask? There you go. I'll walk you right through it. Okay. So it looks like an interesting proposal. For me, I'll have to see how the Hunt NFT thing turns out, because I don't know how you're going to resell those on the secondary market and what that's going to look like. I mean, in theory, you should gain a lot of money, but in practice, if you can't sell the thing, then you may be stuck. You may be stuck holding on to one of these images rather than a lot of money. That's the downside as far as I see that. CCC can move around and do a lot of different things. So if they don't like Crabata, they can just jump into something else. That gives them a little bit more liquidity, access, and protection. Also, you can just sell your CCC coins right where you bought them. So I think that works out. So that's what Cross-Chain Capital is doing. This gives you some access to the play-to-earn environment without writing your own algorithms and blah, blah, blah. Note, though, Cross-Chain Capital takes 10% of your deposit up front and 10% when you leave. Those are their charges. It's kind of steep, but they want to incentivize long-term holding that way. And realistically, I don't know if you have access to this kind of investment structure without them. So that's what they're doing. They're investing in a lot of these play-to-earn games. They're doing that by algorithmizing the playing of the games to get the in-game money, right? And that's increasing the value of their holdings. And what they're going to do is they're going to launch the Hunt protocol themselves, which will do this automatically for you without needing to buy into CCC, because that's a little different venture, right? This will be a related one. That's to be on the lookout. CCC itself looks kind of interesting, and that's how they're making money. I will note that a better way to make money would be to actually loot stuff in this, but you would have to pay people to sit at a desk all day long and actually loot it, because there's no way to automate that. Like that's where you'd actually have to gameplay a little bit. Hit me up if you're thinking if you think of a good business idea that way. But this is how they're making money right now, and that's kind of how the play to earn space works. One reason I like it is because it should be making money regardless of how the macroeconomy goes, right? And that makes it a sort of uncorrelated asset, and especially in this environment, that's why I'm looking at it too. So that's it for this week. There's CCC, cross-chain capital, what they're doing with Crabata, their proposal for Hunt, and maybe how you can make some money on all of this. I think there are reasonably good prospects for it, but it's a moonshot. Remember, moonshots require quite a few buys. That's it for this week, everyone. Take care.